everyone, this is Ritika Prakash Shetty from TYBAMMC ad of Bansanga's SM Shetty College of Science, Commerce and Management Studies. On behalf of the Department of Mass Media and Communication Skills, I will now present the episode 4 of Samachar Fortnightly News dated from 15 November to 29 November. Let's look at some of the important dates. On 19 November, we celebrated International Men's Day. On 25th November, we celebrated International Day for Elimination of Violence Against Women. And on 26th November, we celebrated the 72nd Constitution Day of India. Moving forward with the news segment. National news. Over 67,000 farm fire incidents have been recorded across Punjab this season despite penalties being imposed. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the 340-kilometer Purvanchal Expressway in Uttar Pradesh, built at a cost of Rs 22,500 crores shortly after he landed in an Air Force C-130J Super Hercules aircraft on the highway. The three controversial farm laws that caused massive farmer protests across the country were withdrawn. Indore was declared India's cleanest city for the 5th time in a row in the central government's annual cleanliness survey. Shimla, Coimbatore and Chandigarh have topped the Niti Aayog's first Sustainable Development Goals Urban India Index, while Dhanbad, Meerut and Itanagar are the worst performers according to a report by the government think tank. Indian Air Force Ace Pilot Group Captain Abhinandan Varthaman was awarded the Veer Chakra by President Ramnath Kovind in an investiture ceremony. Army Major Vibhuti Shankar Dhondial, who was killed in 2019 Pulwama terrorist attack, was accorded the Shaurya Chakra posthumously by President Ramnath Kovind in an investiture ceremony. Major Vibhuti Shankar Dhondial's wife, Lieutenant Nitika Kaul, and mother Saroj Dhondial received the Shaurya Chakra. Jammu and Kashmir SPO Bilal Ahmed Magre, who was awarded the Shaurya Chakra posthumously for showing indomitable courage in evacuating civilians and engaging terrorists despite being seriously injured during a 2019 counter-terror operation in Baramulla. His mother Sara Begum received the award. The upcoming Noida International Airport is to be Asia's largest and India's first net zero emission airport. Indicating a demographic shift, the number of women surpassed men for the first time in India, with sex ratio being 1,020 women for 1,000 men according to the findings of the National Family and Health Survey. A shallow and strong earthquake of magnitude 6.1 struck the Myanmar-India border region on the Friday as per India's National Centre of Seismology. The government advised people against subscribing to Starlink Internet Services, a division of billionaire Elon Musk's SpaceX aerospace company, as it does not have a license to operate in our country. International news. America's Vice President Kamala Harris held the presidential power for the total of 1 hour and 25 minutes, while President Joe Biden was under anesthesia for a colonoscopy. India has decided to release 5 billion barrels of crude oil from its strategic petroleum reserves simultaneously with countries like US, Japan, China and the Republic of Korea, with the aim of bringing down its prices. In the latest headache for the global supply chain, ships in Chinese waters are disappearing from industry tracking system. Thousands of protesters hit the streets of Europe and Latin America to demand an end of violence against women, with the police in Turkey firing tear gas to disperse the demonstrators. Sports news. South African superstar AB de Villiers took to Twitter to announce his retirement from all forms of cricket. He said at the age of 37, the flame no longer burns so brightly. Australia's Tim Paine will take a leave from all forms of cricket for the foreseeable future, as per Cricket Tasmania said, after a sexting scandal led him to resign as the Test captain. Speaking to ESPN Cricinfo, Chris Gayle opened up about his farewell match for West Indies and also said that he could be present for next year's T20 World Cup as a spectator. The 42-year-old also hinted that fans would probably never see him play for West Indies in the international cricket. Science, health and tech news. Researchers at Swedish University have demonstrated how plant roots can be used as energy storage devices. The Union Health Ministry of India has activated a service on the CoWIN portal that allows anyone to check an individual's vaccination status with the person's registered mobile number and name, followed by an OTP for consent. India has called for rigorous screening and testing of flyers coming from South Africa, Hong Kong, and Botswana, where a new variant of COVID-19 has been found with multiple mutations that have led to the surge in infections. The maximum temperature in Delhi settled one notch above the normal at 27.8 degrees Celsius on Thursday, while the city's air quality index turned severe from very poor. The World Health Organization declared that recently discovered B11529 strain of COVID-19 to be a variant of concern, renaming it to Omicron. Economic news. The Department of Investment and Public Asset Management invited bids to sell 6 assets of state-run telecom firms Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited and Mahanagar Telephone Nigam Limited through its new asset monetization portal. A patch of virtual real estate in the online world of Decentraland sold for a record of $2.4 million worth of cryptocurrency. BMW India has announced the start of their electric vehicle campaign with 3 new electrical vehicles set to go on sale in India over the course of the next 6 months. Reliance on Sunday announced all new unlimited plans that see a tariff hike for prepaid users in India. Reliance Jio has joined Airtel and Vodafone Idea after both the telecom operators raised tariff hikes by up to 25%. Entertainment news. Actor Rajkumar Rao and Patralekha got married in Chandigarh in the presence of a few family members and friends. Amid divorce rumors, Nick Jonas dropped a loved-up picture with Priyanka Chopra to wish his fans on Thanksgiving. He wrote that he is grateful to have Priyanka in his life. A North Korean man has been sentenced to death for smuggling a copy of hit Netflix show Squid Game, while a student has been granted life imprisonment for buying the copy. Miscellaneous. Surrendered women Maoists in Maharashtra's Gadchiroli district have turned entrepreneurs by launching a floor cleaner vinyl thanks to the welfare initiative of the local police. Vala and Chirangara Government Lower Primary School in Kerala has taken the first step towards gender neutrality and introduced unisex uniform for the students. A health coach from the Caribbean nation of Antigua and Barbados has won 2 tickets worth $1 million to be among Virgin Galactic's first space tourist. The Uttar Pradesh government is all set to start an ambulance service for cows suffering from serious diseases. That's all for today's episode 4 of Samachar Fortnightly. See you all with episode 5 on December 15th. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy and wear a mask.